So since I started meditating a few years ago, so there's this awareness within which is free from all the thought activity that is happening on the outside. Uh, but my question is, does this mental chatter ever stop? I'm asking this question because there is this idea that after self-discovery or enlightenment, one is able to pause the mental chatter at his or her will. So is this true, or will this mental chatter continue on its own?
Oh, the mental chatter would almost mean the same as we were talking about thought patterns in another video. It is similar, but like you said, because of your awareness, you're able to distinguish uh, the awareness from the thought pattern. It's the first step. It is the first step. The differentiating is the first step, and then unification is again second step, where you can't distinguish the thought from the awareness. Then you can see that the thoughts are coming from consciousness itself, because whereas the mind originates from the consciousness, mind is just a like backwaters, you can say, of an ocean. You can see on one hand on some beaches, on some cities when you go,
Yeah.
Kerala is full of
Correct.
backwaters.
Correct.
So it's very analogous to mind, because the moment you have a strong portion of backwater, it starts to feel its own sense of individuality, which is separate from the ocean.
Yes.
So, and then there is this association with something which it is not. Let's say, I mean, in this case, I'm just giving examples. Let's say the association is with the land, because it's within the land. The land is holding. So first, the sense of awareness where you understand that the thoughts are not you is the first step. That a little differentiating that the backwaters is not the land
Correct.
is the first step. Or, and in that case, sometimes even the ocean is included in the separation. Like, you know, I'm different. I'm my own. I'm neither the land. I'm neither the that anything. So like that.
Yeah.
So when you separate at this level, the more the awareness grows, you start to realize the inclusiveness of the whole thing, and then comes the realization of you actually being the ocean
Yeah.
yourself. And then you can see that these backwaters had originated from
Correct.
you only.
Correct. Yeah.
So when this kind of unison comes, this is different from the unconscious unison which was there before.
Earlier.
So earlier also, one would say that if you have to anyways feel that everything is one, then why? Because there is this ambiguity of a person who begins the journey of witnessing. When you witness, something becomes separate from you. Now, when the moment you become separate from you, why are you separating? Can be the question which can arise in a seeker's mind, because the ultimate ideology is where everyone is talking about everything is one.
Correct.
Or you have
Correct.
read in the books the
Correct.
philosophy that
Yes.
there's oneness to the whole thing. The universe and you are one thing. Even yoga talks about becoming one with the Brahman. So as though you were two ever. I don't know why they say becoming. So because to become, that means you should not be at some point.
Yes.
So then you can become. So if you're already, then you can't. So but it's okay, that's a different discussion. But
Yeah.
there is this talk that at least that reference to oneness is there.
Correct.
So when that oneness is so important, then why are you witnessing and separating it?
Correct. Correct.
You said after your journey with awareness, you have a sense of it being a separate entity.
Correct. Correct.
So that is the first step, which is good. Because without that separation, the consciousness wouldn't have been there for the next step, for you to feel the inclusiveness that even the thoughts are also mine only.
Hmm.
Whose else can it be?
Correct. Correct.
In some other talk I mentioned that thoughts come from outside. Now,
Correct.
who is that outside?
Hmm.
Once you not establish is a wrong word, but
Hmm.
once you realize
Hmm.
your aloneness, you can say,
Hmm.
not even your oneness.
Yeah.
Because if I say I'm becoming one with the tree,
Hmm.
I'm still exercising my two-ness
Correct.
and saying, look,
Two has
I'm
become
two,
one.
but now become one. But then I'm saying that if I realize my aloneness, that means that the tree has disappeared. I've also disappeared
Hmm.
in a way, because if the I of what the earlier perception of
Correct.
what I was,
Huh.
that should also disappear.
Correct.
And then a new I is born,
Huh.
which is all inclusive.
Hmm.
So in this I also you will be again lost only, but there is awareness.
Hmm.
It's not unconscious oneness.
Huh.
In unconsciousness also things are one.
Huh.
In consciousness also things are one.
Huh.
Only when you are in the journey in between,
There's a
you see
separation.
that I am awareness and that is a thought.
Correct.
I am awareness, that is an action.
Correct. Correct.
So this ambiguity
Hmm.
of when to lose oneself and when to
Hmm.
witness
Hmm.
is always there, and many teachers have tried their best to
Hmm.
explain, but because depending on the priority of what they were trying to clarify,
Hmm.
maybe some things did not
Hmm.
get clarified.
Correct.
Not because they couldn't,
Hmm.
uh, because, for example, Bhagavad Gita cannot address all the problems, though the devotees of Krishna would love to say.
Correct.
I'm not saying Krishna is not capable of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
answering your questions,
Hmm.
but Bhagavad Gita is not Krishna.
Correct.
It is just a portion of what he spoke in the context of the war,
Correct.
of what Arjuna had to hear.
Yes. Yes.
Now, how can that be relevant to my life? My
Correct.
life is not Arjuna's life.
True.
Now, if I was a person who was ready to fight my relatives,
Hmm.
unlike Arjuna,
Hmm.
I say, so what, he's Duryodhana, or no, so what, he's my cousin, so what, he's my teacher,
Hmm.
Bhishma or Dronacharya, it doesn't matter. I
Fight.
have to win, I have to kill.
Hmm.
The whole Bhagavad Gita would have been different.
Absolutely.
Because Krishna would not say the same thing.
things, no? Yeah.
So, when I say Bhagavad Gita is not the solution to all the problems, what I'm saying is my life is different from the ambiguities of Arjuna.
Hmm.
So, what if I am more intelligent than Arjuna?
Correct.
Then the Bhagavad Gita will seem
change.
childish to me.
Yes. Yes.
Not because I'm not saying Krishna is childish.
Correct. Correct.
Now, he's talking to Arjuna, so that in that reference,
Correct.
it holds a certain good.
Hmm.
But to me,
Yes.
it is
Yes.
it is different.
Correct.
So, I need to understand that whatever is cluttering the mind, it's not a different entity for which you need to see the difference. Come out of it. Come out of it. You see the two-ness gap. You come out of it further. Come out of it further. It's like watching the hand too close. So now, first your eyes are open, closed. You can't see only. So there was nothing to see also.
Correct.
And then suddenly your eyes saw, and the first thing it saw, for example, the hand. It feels like a different entity.
Yes.
Oh, this is something. What is this? It can move also. Wow. Because I don't know anything about the hand. The first time I'm seeing the nature of it.
Correct.
That means I've become aware.
Yes.
I'm seeing the nature of the thoughts for the first time. So you feel that it's all different. So that stage is very important.
Correct.
So then you see more, you see more, you see more. The more you see, the macro your vision becomes.
Yes.
So then you see that the whole body is, this is my hand, what I was playing around with. So like that, when your awareness grows, you will see that this was arising from me only.
Correct. Yeah.
So then let it awareness grow a little bit more. So at some point, you will feel that, oh, this whole body is mine. So a little bit more awareness you grow, then you feel, oh my God, this person is also me only. I used to think he's somebody else. Now he's the same. Now that means in that inclusion I have included all your stupidity also.
Yes.
So that's why when there are many instances when the student is stupid, the Buddha cries at his own stupidity, because a part of him still is not able to see what
Correct.
he has become.
Correct.
So what will happen? First the tears come. Because out of helplessness.
Correct. Yeah.
Not out of ego. It is because a part of him is able to see. This is what the story means when they say that Buddha still, Gautam Buddha, when he entered the kingdom of heaven, he stood at the entrance and said, until I bring the whole of humanity here, I will not step in. This only means that when you are enlightened, no person is truly enlightened actually. So they are enlightened in the sense that a portion of existence, like a wave, experienced a certain pinnacle. But while you are on the journey to the wave, to be the pinnacle, there will be a happiness. But then when you see the whole of the ocean which is left behind,
it's painful.
You would want to lift, and you will see that in the wave also. You'll never see the wave like a line. That means that when a wave is rising, it's also trying its best to take all the other water elements along with it.
Correct.
So the wave is like this. So what does this signify? That this
coming together,
the pinnacle is trying to
bring
raise.
everything along.
So all others were at this level, at the ground level, but the wave is pulling it upwards towards a certain height. And until that happens, it's not true enlightenment.
Correct.
So because of this inclusiveness what is felt, no Buddha can die happily in the happiness what the world defines it, because his problem only is totally different. His suffering is totally different of a master. That how I could have maybe made one more person open the eyes.
Yes.